Prada ad featuring True Grit star has been banned for being irresponsible.
This is an advert which it's Prada's Miu Miu brand, which is the brand which is aimed at younger people, although still adult. But they've used 14-year-old Hayley Steinfeld, the actress from True Grit, and they've got this photograph which is supposed to look like a still from a film, and it's of her on a railway track. And the Advertising Standards Authority have had complaints because they feel that she looks like she's upset, she looks like she's been crying, she's on a railway track, she looks vulnerable, and she looks like she's in a dangerous situation. And they've actually pulled the advert and banned it.
All these adverts are pulled before I get the chance to see them.
I know, and then you want to see them even more, don't you? I think we'd be safe looking at them, probably.
OK. And I don't really know this woman. Her name is Tulisa, yeah? She's one of the judges on X Factor.
Tulisa from X Factor.
Tallulah Bankhead.
No, just Tulisa. I think it's Constantinu, isn't it?
She doesn't mean a lot to people of our age, does she? But she's woman of the moment.
Yeah.
And she's in trouble for making her arm gesture. Apparently she has a signature arm gesture.
She has this arm gesture, which she does, which kind of... it shows her tattoo, which says the female boss. So it's a kind of like a strong gesture she does. Right. I'm doing it now, forgetting I'm on radio. But unfortunately, she's also got a perfume out with that name, and there have been complaints. And when she does it, she's actually promoting her perfume. And people on the X Factor, a number of people on the X Factor, have actually been in trouble before for doing this, for promoting products that they are involved with. And so the media regulator, Ofcom, is actually looking into this. They're trying to decide whether to launch an investigation into this, and also the fact that they think that there was apparently complaints that Rihanna had swear words on the bottom of her shoes on Sunday night. So they're looking into this to see whether she is actually making a definite promotion of her perfume.
OK, well, it's all good news, isn't it, in that case, for publicity purposes for X Factor. Right, here we go with our guest. Are we ready? The power of commercials today from Media Week. Arif Durrani. Hello, Arif.
Hello.
There are adverts that get people talking. The John Lewis one has pushed the buttons this Christmas. They spent $7 million on the campaign. Do you expect to see John Lewis get a good return on it?
Straight in there. I mean, it's a nice campaign, isn't it? I mean, it cuts through. It's got lots of people talking about it, and it's quite a nice message as well in the campaign. It's not just about, let's buy things for me, please, this Christmas. It's more, it's slightly more benevolent than that. And
that's the theme that they had last year as well. It's back to traditional values. Do you think that's capturing a kind of zeitgeist? Is that maybe why people are talking about it?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's absolutely it. And also, but this isn't just them trying to, John Lewis trying to capture the zeitgeist. I mean, it actually embodies, the spirit of John Lewis. I don't know how much you know about John Lewis and its partnership it has with its, with its staff, but it's very much what they stand for.
A successful campaign will have a life of its own, won't it, with adverts? The song's going to be a hit now. The Scottish boy is going to do interviews. You look at the meerkats, for instance. They've spawned a whole new industry, haven't they?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sorry, I wasn't quite sure. Is this just me and you just talking here? I mean, is there no one else sort of on this panel? I wasn't aware that I was just going to be grilled for 10 minutes on...
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realise it was a grilling we were going for. I'll leave it there then, Arif. I beg your pardon.
Many thanks.
OK, well, that's not the greatest booking we've ever had, is it? We won't talk about adverts. We'll find out what there is to watch on the telly in the coming weeks after Anita Baker. I grill people, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, shall I explain what happened then with that fella who came on an hour ago? Explain what... Did you hear it, Audrey?
Yes, I did, actually.
What did you think of him?
Well, I didn't know what to think. I think he was very nervous. I don't know about anything else.
He was a fellow from Media Week, which is a trade weekly newspaper based around broadcasting, the media and music.
Yeah.
And you had booked him.
I had booked him, yeah. I had sent him a couple of emails.
To talk about advertising.
Yes, yeah.
And he'd been sent emails explaining what would happen, that we would have a media correspondent, and that would be Julie, and me, who would be having a media review, and then we would ask questions about advertising for the Christmas period. and the impact of adverts and why they're so long and if
Where's best to put
where's
one?
best to stick them. I can tell him. I can tell him now myself. We don't need an expert.
I think we all could.
An expert for that, do we? And he was late ringing in. He was due on at 19 minutes past to put him on air at 20 past, and he rang in at 23 minutes past.
Oh.
And I'd filled for as long as I could, so we would put on air instantly, so we didn't hear the preamble before.
No.
So the first thing that he heard was me with a very short cue to him, then ask him a question.
A grilling.
A grilling. You wouldn't mind, Audrey, would you? But I can't even grill toast. I'm such a lovely person. My interviews are never grilled.
No.
They're chats.
I didn't think you sounded as if you were grilling.
And then, of course, I
He
thought...
was nervous.
Nervous? He was an idiot.
Yeah, he was sort of wondering if you were going to say something. You know.
I was on the cusp of saying something, you know.
Yeah.
I was reined back in just in time. So I thought, well, we better draw a veil over it, and I got out of it in the best way I could.
Yeah.
But no one's
You
going to
did
escape
very
that
well.
without having egg on your face, that kind of thing. It's embarrassing for me, it's embarrassing for him, so you just get out of it. And then, of course, he rings back. What the hell was that all about?
That was fun.
We didn't witness that part, Jan.
No.
That much we didn't see.
No.
So Sarah told him what was what.
Yeah, I think she should.
And said, have you read the emails? His reply to the question, have you read your emails, was, no, I haven't. Well, therein lies the problem then, doesn't it? You numpty.
Yes, his two brain cells obviously weren't talking to each other.
Clearly not. So that's explained why that happens for people who want to
He
know.
had a guilty conscience.
But if it's any consolation, I will be taking my own life during Stephen Rhodes' programme.
I shouldn't bother, Bernie.
I shouldn't bother. Well, that's damning with faint praise, isn't it? I shouldn't bother killing yourself, Bernie.
There's no
Talking
point.
about killing yourself or Stephen?
Well, listen, we got to go and put a song on now.